If the girl said no, then the answer obviously is no.
No.
But the thing is she's not gonna say no. She would never say no because of the implication.
You know what? Maybe our communist overlords aren't that bad, huh? Maybe because they clearly see the issue as well. But I have a question. Didn't China used to have like a one-child policy and, slaughtered a bunch of their girls for a while? I'm not, my memory on that is rather fuzzy, but didn't they have something along those lines? But either ways, that was then, this is now, and coming to us from the BBC News, China promotes education drive to make boys more manly. This is written by Carrie Allen. Now, there's no way to make a boy more manly than making sure his biological father is there and guiding his masculinity, just by pure example. But, China sees that this is a bit of an issue. While China wants young boys to be soldiers, it is not everyone's ambition. Very true. Not everybody is built to, go to war. There are some people who are more artistically inclined. But I do genuinely believe that instinct, that like our Y chromosome, is so vitriol in nature that even that guy that's like a sculptor and stuff like that, this is all nice and sensitive and like still has that beast within him through his Y chromosome. Let's get into it. A notice from China's education ministry has caused a stir after it suggests young Chinese men had become too feminine. The message has been criticized as sexist by many online users. Can we stop paying attention to the internet? Y'all, if you think I'll look at my numbers and be like, oh my goodness, oh wow, so few people watch. No. The less people, the less internet influence you have, all the better, right? Like, no. But some say China's male celebrities are partly to blame. I think all celebrities have a little bit of a way in this. I remember when Bernie Mac used to talk about how he wanted to get pedicures and manicures, and the last video I did was that little Uzi dude putting a diamond in the middle of his face. Yeah, influencers are influencers for a reason. For a while, China's government has signaled concern that the country's most popular male role models are no longer strong athletic figures like army heroes. Even President Xi Jinping, a well-known football enthusiast, has long been seeking to cultivate better sports stars. So, last week, the Education Ministry issued a notice with a title that left no doubt about its ultimate goal. The proposal to prevent the feminization of male adolescents called on schools to fully reform their offerings on physical education and strengthen their recruitment of teachers. Meaning, bring some dudes in here, pluck them straight from the army. Oh wow, they can make a Chinese Major Payne. Sorry, they could. They could make a Chinese Major Payne and have them come through and, or like really be that role model, that example that they need to see. Even though, from this observer's opinion, there's nothing quite like having your biological dad be that for you. All right? The text advised recruiting retired athletes and people from sporting backgrounds and vigorously developing particular sports like football with a view to cultivating students' masculinity. While we here in the West are doing flag football for girls now, like they made a big thing. The Jets made a big thing about it. It's popping off here in Essex County, where they're gonna have a flag football team for the girls, and knowing, having interactions with a lot of these girls. Oh shit, some of them may actually really be beasts out there, because these girls are not small. Like, these are not small girls anymore. They like all the hormones and the hot Cheetos. Yeah, they've taken effect in urban America. It's like 3 of the places where the Jets are doing this is in East Orange, Irvington, and another low income, highly, another diverse community. And the girls there are pushed towards masculinity, towards, go ahead, girl, you're the same as a dude. They love fighting. It is insane. It really is. Like, there are no feminine women in these areas really at all. It is a decisive push in a country where the media, a decisive push in the country where the media does not really allow for anything other than squeaky clean, socially responsible stars. But there were some early signs suggesting that a move was coming. Last May, a delegate of Chinese top advisory body, Si Zifu, said that many of China's young males had become weak, timid, and self-abasing. And oh my God, you can triple that for my brothers, the young boys of the West. Let's be real. Like, I've been in so many arguments with guys talking about, oh yes, men should, like, don't say man up because it's offensive, and boys should be emotional. Like, no, I'm sorry. Just as a guy himself, I know no one gives a shit about my tears, so there's no point in crying about anything. There's no point in being that emotional space, because guess what? Women don't want it. They lying through their teeth when they say that they want it, and it doesn't really particularly come natural to us guys, right? Because I mean, yeah, we do have emotions. We are emotional creatures, but knowing how to harness that emotion and place that emotion in the proper place is the most important part of masculinity that so many overlook. Yes, you are supposed to man up and just get and handle business. Sitting in your feelings is not handling business. Crying and oh my God, like dude, like I'm so emotional because I lost my mom and everything else like that. You know what happened the day I lost my mom? I went to work. And you know why? Because that's where my father taught me to put my masculinity, to put my problems or my issues, just go to work, handle your business. That's the best place for, I really feel, any man. Your passion or your purpose, or just securing a bag. I believe that right there is, say where we should be going with this, as opposed to the more feminine way of, yes, please be in your emotions 24/7. It doesn't work, guys. It really doesn't. Sizufu, okay, yeah. There is a trend among Chinese males towards feminization, he claimed, which would inevitably endanger the survival and development of the Chinese nation unless it was effectively managed. He's right. Si Zifu said the home environment was partially to blame, with most Chinese boys being raised by their mothers or grandmothers. He also noted that the growing appeal of certain male celebrities meant that many children did not want to be army heroes anymore. That whole influencer thing. I mean, for as different as China and America is, not so much. The East and the West we're a lot more alike than you'd like to think. So, well, once again, strong men create good times, which creates weak men, which creates hard times. So he suggested schools should play a greater role in ensuring young Chinese get a balanced education. What are men afraid of? The overwhelming majority of Chinese reaction to the notice has been negative. Hundreds of thousands of Chinese have taken to social media to voice their anger, with many branding the government's message as sexist. Well, good thing we don't listen to the mob over here. I mean, that's one of the most important things about masculinity, is that the mob has no sway when you are rock solid in your foundation about why you're doing what it is. Let them run on their circular logic. Over here, we know exactly what the point is and what the point always should be. And it's different for each and every one of us, but that's the way I like to look at it. Is feminization now a derogatory term? One Weibo user asked, receiving over 200,000 likes. Another said, boys are also humans, being emotional, timid, or gentle. These are human No, I'm sorry. If you are timid or gentle, you kind of got to get over that shit. And you want to get over that shit, even though you're scared. That's the thing about being brave, is that you have to be scared. Remember that. What are men afraid of? Said being the same as women. Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. You can't get anywhere. You can't get anywhere if everybody's emotional. If everybody's like, oh my God, I can't. Like, if back in the day, right, when we were coming up with all of these luxuries that we have at this moment, do you think we'd have any of them if a goal and the point of their existence weren't set in stone and an achievable goal, as opposed to, oh my goodness, my feelings? No, it can't work like that. Yes, men and women, by all means, enjoy. That's your space. But as far as getting shit done, yes, that is a man's space. Or the masculine space, all right? Because women get shit done too. I don't want to be that guy. Oh, Jay, you're so sexy. No. I'm not that guy. What I am saying, though, is that, historically speaking, let's be real, all right? Oh, man, this video is running a little bit long. I've already hit 10 minutes. So, yeah, the point, let's get the last, China's advancements in space. I can't help but feel like maybe the rest of this might just be a little bit on the propaganda-y side. I don't want to come on, China, I don't want to give you too much props here. But the deal is that, like I said, the East and the West really aren't that different. We share a lot of the same concerns. And, whether, and the thing about circular logic, the thing about the feminine, right, is that it's very reactionary and it's very feelings-based. Masculinity is about logic and what moves us forward. How do we accomplish our goals, right? Having goals in the first place and then accomplishing them that are completely separate from our feelings, because it's what we're able to accomplish with our logic and our reasoning and our Y chromosomes that will be able to live forever on, right? And that's what truly creates legacies, not government programs or government funding or anything else like that. But, having goals, reaching those goals and continuing to, and then once you hit that goal, coming up with the next one and going about it. So, boys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, you want to get videos like this every single day, share it, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and Like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Demolish that description box. All the links, particularly the Patreon one. And speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Hey, China, I'm not mad at you. I wish we were doing things like that over here. But clearly not. But you may disagree. And that's what the comment section's for. Until the next one.